Welcome back, everybody. I am one of the hosts for Boys on the Bench. I am DJ Riley, and today we are going to be looking at the NFL Sunday wildcard weekend games. There are 2 games today, and we're really going to be looking at what Daily Grind Fantasy has to offer for us whenever we are making either a PrizePicks or a Underdog Fantasy lineup. So I did do some pre-research before this video, and I am going to choose Underdog in this video. So we're going to look at what Daily Grind is offering for us. And if you don't know what Daily Grind is, really it just gives you the best positive EV betting odds across all platforms. It compares all of the sports books as well as all of the daily fantasy sports apps. And that's really what we're using today. We're looking at what the other daily fantasy sports apps are offering through their middling web or tool that they offer you through their website. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's jump into the first picks for today. The first pick that I have for today is Amon-Ra St. Brown going under 8 receptions. All of these picks today, we are going to be sticking with receptions. And the first one that I had here, again, is Amon-Ra St. Brown going under 8 receptions here. So looking at LA's defense, they currently allow the 13th least receptions across the board to everybody. But really looking at Amon-Ra's last couple of games, he's only hit this line in 1 out of his last 6 games. So we can tell that obviously this Detroit offense has taken a step back. And Amon-Ra has not been feasting the way that he's been feasting all year round. And looking up top as well, we can see that currently Underdog is offering this line at 8, while we see other books offering this line at 7.5. We see 3 books listed here currently offering 7.5. So you're really getting a half-point bump through Underdog Fantasy, hinting that you should probably be taking the under in this matchup. But let's go ahead and go on to the next one, and that's Jayden Reed going over 4 receptions. Just as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking at the top, currently Underdog is offering this line at 4, while 2 others daily fantasy books are giving this at 4.5. So again, you are getting another half-point bump in your favor, saying that you should probably take it at the over. Yes, he is facing a Dallas defense that is very good against the pass. They have a very good defensive line, so it'll be hard to get passes off. But watching Green Bay, and if you can't tell, I am repping Green Bay. I am a Green Bay fan myself. But also Jayden Reed, looking at how he's done in the last couple of games, he has either pushed or hit this line in 8 straight games. So I think him at least hitting 4 and giving us a push, best case scenario, isn't a bad bet to take it all here. Anyways, let's look at the next one that we have, bet 3 of 5. That's Puka Nacua going over 6 receptions. Again, sticking up at the top of the screen here, we can see that other books are offering this at 6.5. 2 other books are offering it there at 6.5, giving you, again, another half-point spread. Now, they are facing this Detroit defense who isn't necessarily really good at defending the pass. They do give big explosive plays. As you can see that they are top 14 in receptions, but then bottom 5 in the league in receiving yards, and then also bottom 7 or 8 in the league in receiving touchdowns. So they do give explosive plays, and we can also tell that Puka's only hit this line once in his last 8 to 10 weeks, so not very good, but all signs are pointing towards Puka leading this offense today versus the Detroit Lions. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and that's CeeDee Lamb going over 8 receptions. Again, at the top, there again are another 2 books giving you that line at 8.5, but Underdog Fantasy is offering it to you at 8, hinting at taking the over. Looking at how Green Bay is against the pass, they are top 10 in almost every regard against the pass, 8th in receptions, 9th in receiving yards, but CeeDee Lamb, as he's proven, is built different. Getting roughly 10 targets a game, 103 receiving yards, and 8 receptions. And really, that's what we're looking for. He has hit this line in 2 straight games, and he's hit this line in 3 out of his last 6. So versus this Green Bay defense, I think that there's going to be plenty of opportunities for both teams to be passing, as it could be high scoring, and this game could get out of hand very quickly. But CeeDee Lamb is an integral part of this Dallas Cowboys offense, and I don't see that changing versus this Green Bay team. Moving on to our final pick, and sticking with the Rams, that's Tyler Higbee going over 3 receptions. We don't see a lot of books posting this line anywhere, but Underdog Fantasy is giving you the best line here at 3, while the other 2 books are giving it to you at 3.5. Tyler Higbee has hit this line in 3 out of his last 5 games, going over 3 receptions. And he's pushed it one other time. So really, he hasn't hit this line in 1 game only. So versus Detroit, like I said, again, 14th most receptions, giving a lot of explosive plays in the 27th most receiving yards. Love Tyler Higbee in this matchup. So anyways, guys, these are my top 5 picks. Make sure that you are jumping on these lines as much as possible. Also, make sure you're checking in the description because there is that link below to Daily Grind Fantasy. There are so many more bets that you can be taking. These are the 5 that I am rolling with today, hoping to get profitable on this 10 times multiplier. Anyways, best of luck today and go Pack go. See you next time.